J.Cole.
Jermaine. Yeah. Cole. Yes.
I know how we felt when he traded bars with Kendrick in the beef, or he didn't even trade bars with him. He kind of just made his diss and then apologized live on stage.
That's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right?
Oh, brother.
But he's come out with a few different feature verses since then.
The GOAT just for features. Proceed with throat cut procedures.
Fam, he's the best rapper of the three. In a beef with Kendrick Lamar, he'd lose. And Kendrick is much more creative, better artist. He's the guy. He's the number one guy. But J. Cole is the better rapper.
No.
Right now? He's the best spitter. He's the best spitter right now.
No.
He's the best spitter right now.
Josh.
Again, he would lose in a battle versus Kendrick Lamar.
No. We don't get to do this. You don't get to bow out of anything. Number one, we don't get to talk. We don't have to talk about whether or not he would have won. The act of bowing out disqualifies you from being top anything. So let's just start there.
Well, can I ask you this though?
You don't get to get crowned if you gracefully bow out.
Can I ask you this though?
And you can ask me after.
Oh, all right.
You don't get to gracefully bow out.
Uh-huh.
Number two, if you're saying he's the best right now, then I need a product that's out right now that's better than the other guys that are contending for best right now. I think Aubrey would put up Family Matters. I think Kendrick would obviously put up, for this year, he would put up Euphoria and Not Like Us. What has J. Cole said out of his mouth in 2024 that designates him as the 2024 best spitter? Now,
since we have seen what has happened with Drake, do we not at least give him, even if it's not enough to bring him back, do we not give him some sort of credit for bowing out at the right time before he got absolutely bodied by Kendrick Lamar?
I thought you said he was the best spitter in 2024. The best spitter in 2024 doesn't get bodied. The best spitter does not get out-rapped by anybody. How do you? I don't understand. I'm losing a rap battle clearly, and it's not even debatable. Like, even if I did,
well, I don't even really feel like they fully engaged in a battle.
I'm better than that individual at rap. I don't get it. Then how did you lose the battle?
Well, I don't feel like they fully engaged in a battle anyway.
Fair.
Right? For at least for Kendrick's side, Kendrick barely threw some shots at him.
It was enough.
Okay.
And it was enough.
Okay.
It was enough. I mean, like, I don't want to downplay Cole's skill. I don't want to downplay what he means to rap. We're beyond this argument. We're not doing this anymore. He gave it up.
Right.
He gave it up. He's not allowed.
I hear that. That's a point.
I'm just not going to allow him to slither his way back into that.
That's where it's like tough, because from what I've heard of his most recent features, it's still there. Like, he has found a way to slither back into it for me. He can
be a talented individual. He can never claim to be the best anything.
He can't. It's going to be very tough for him to claim it. But when I hear the verses and I'm like,
why can't he just be a talented guy? Why? See, that is, maybe that's us as fans too. Why is it? Oh, he's doing really well now. He has to be the best. No.
Well, here's the thing. He can
just be on the heater. He can be doing really well. We know what he is under pressure.
Yeah.
Right, and that goes into who is the best.
But I'm saying, okay, can there be a difference between who is the most skilled and who is the number one guy?
I feel like we're having a LeBron, Kobe, a Jordan, LeBron, a Jordan,
potentially
Kobe, Jordan argument right now.
Yeah.
Who's the more skilled basketball player, or who you won't take in the final shot, fam? Who's better?
But can two things be true?
Flatten it out. Who is better?
I believe in the race of the big three, Kendrick Lamar is number one.
So then that just is what it is. For whatever reasons you may come up with as to why it is that is your own thing. But if we can agree that in the race for if there ever was a big three, Kendrick wins out, then that's where we're at. That's where we at.
I would agree with that.
And everything else after that is just characteristics. We're just
So I guess what I'm saying is, in a characteristic battle of who is more skillful, J. Cole is the best.
I think J. Cole he was always a more technically sound rapper, but again, when you turn the heat up on him, it's a different person. It's a different person. He's reaching. We're reaching for shit because we don't really have nothing to say.
And if he didn't bow out,
it
he could potentially be the number one guy. I still think Kendrick beats him.
Wow.
I still think Kendrick beats him. But at least if he would have put up a fight, we could be having debates. We can't even have a real debate about who's number one because he bowed out.
I think the debate is over. I don't think we're.
That's what I'm saying. We can't even have a real debate about who is number one. There, it's Kendrick. Like it is what it is there. But also to answer your questions about what they put out, j.cole washed Drake on first person shooter.
I mean that's fine, and if that's where we started, and where we ended up, like first person shooter way back here, and then not like this,
Yeah.
all that shit is all the way over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I would say that j.cole's album should be at least mentioned.
We doing
In
all
2024.
this fall off. You know what's
Oh
going
no, I'm talking about the might delete later. That the diss track was
on?
originally.
Wait.
That album was crazy. Cole is
It
fire.
just doesn't feel right.
It
doesn't.
feels weird considering the situation,
I'm not going with it.
but he still spits hot fire. That's
I mean, that's fine. He can still be a good rapper. You can't take that away.
the top five is Cole.
Because I spit hot fire.
Do you think Kendrick ends up on the fall off?
Oh, that's a really good question, actually. I'm gonna say no. Does Cole go back to his platinum no features Cole for his
If he
album?
ends up on the fall off, it will never. But first of all, we're not having this debate. You're having this debate. Don't know why, but we're not having this debate. Right?
We're not having the debate of number one.
Yeah, we're not having this debate.
That's not real.
But if he gets on, man, it's just all of these 48 laws of power moves, right? I'm gonna get on the fall off. I'm going to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna bring out Wayne. I'm gonna eclipse all of y'all.
Getting on the fall off would be crazy.
It'd be nuts.
Cole, go back to platinum no features Cole for your albums. Give me like 10 to 12 songs and we'd be all right. That's all.
You didn't enjoy the Cameron verse on the last album?
The off season.
Mhm.
But no, the last album was technically might delete later. You just completely forgot about that album.
Yeah,
You just
Fam,
said,
he
fuck
said
that
he
shit.
was going to delete it.
You just said, fuck that
Not
shit.
only in the title, but also he said, I'm about to delete that shit.
You don't even have a disc player in your car, but you said eject and threw it out the window. That's crazy.
That shit is no longer in my memory.
Yeah.
He told me to. He said that shit is gone. I ain't even say
The
that shit.
disc is gone.
He said, I ain't even say that shit, bro. Act like I ain't even say that shit next time you see me, bro. Just got me up. Like,
Yo.
I promise, big bro. Hey, big bro, I promise. Man, you know what? Man, Aubrey made me say that shit, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm about to say that shit, bro.
Yikes. Aubrey made me
We
say
was
that
gonna
shit
come
is
out and apologize
crazy.
together, and he left me hanging, bro.
Grippy was that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Hey, I would never in my life say the words best spitter if that nigga had that on his record.
He's allowed to have one mistake. No.
Damn,
Okay.
But you said of this year. This year, my man came up with it's
I'll give you this though.
Grippy.
I'll give you this though. I would much rather have Grippy on my record than Wagwan Delilah.
Yeah, but Drake also has hits this year though.
Is Family Matters the hit? Because nothing else is hit.
What was the first one he had?
Sexy Red song?
Yeah, not the Day I Love You joint. Not that shit. The first, didn't he have another one with her?
Are you talking about Let That Coochie Breathe?
There you
Okay,
go.
man, that was
Yeah.
2023, wasn't it?
No, that was 24. That came out this year before. It came out like a couple of months before the beef.
It was close, so I'll give you that.
Yeah,
but
that was 24.
but since the beef, nothing
Since the big
has
no
landed.
motion. I don't know which one is worse, Grippy or Wagwan Delilah.
Yes, you do.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes, you do.